you're not really doing that bad at all. It's just the game wants you to feel like you are because it wants you to spend the money. And I would say this. I would prefer it if this game had a upfront price and was not paid to win or even pay to play basically. There's a good quality game at heart. And I would prefer paying an upfront price for a more balanced game with more balanced matchmaking. If you are going to spend money for this game, I would say that don't feel bad because it would be. I would say this: consider spending as much money as you would on a game. Like, would you spend $20 for a game? Would you spend $30 on a game? You know, that makes a lot of sense. Don't treat this as a free-to-play game. If you want to play this game, if you want to continue playing it, if you want to enjoy it a little bit more, then consider, quote-unquote, purchasing this game. And by doing that, you can allow yourself to spend a little bit of money just to gain access to a few things. There are some people that'll drop $400 or $500 on a new robot and level it up all the way up to max, and max out all new modules for it, and drop another couple $100 on gold for pilot skills and stuff. And no, we're not doing that in this clan. But if you really low on stuff and you don't got resources, and well, $2 for like 18,000 keys for the black market chests for $2. I mean, that's not bad at all. Go ahead and do that. Get very cheap, good deals. Keep track of how much money you spend. Budget yourself. Only buy. Don't feel the need. Once you allow yourself to make the first purchase, don't feel the need to make the second one. But at the same time, don't hold yourself back. But don't catch yourself getting addicted to the buying process, because you can have all maxed out gear and you can be a badass player, but if the game decides it's time for you to lose, they're going to put you up against equally matched players, but they're going to give you a team of people that aren't up to par, or give you a bot on your team, or give you somebody AFK, because the best players look like you can look at the best players in the game, like the top 100 players, and their win rates are like 60% or something, so the best people in the game are still going to lose. Just to make a simple remark here on what my hangar is looking like. This is a hangar that's temporary. I'm doing this to get the like this right here. This is telling you what other people won. That's, oh, look what they won. I want that. I could win that too. That's gamble. Yeah, you want it too. Go buy it. Spend money. That's one of those things. I wish you could turn that off. But this is a hangar that I'm using to accomplish these event tasks, the bonus tasks, the daily tasks, and this is really where you put your work in. Free 20 gold, just win 8 battles. Free 20 gold, just deal like that much damage. I'm not going to look for commas. You do that. Now see, there's probably more than 2 tasks loaded up in queue, but I can only see 2 of them at a time. As fast as you can clear these, as fast as they show up, and then you will get to a point where you run out and you have to wait till tomorrow. That's why it's called the daily bonus. Well, as you can see, they'll keep coming. 5 microchips. That is not a lot. But capturing beacons, that's not the hardest thing to do. It doesn't even involve doing damage. You could capture a beacon with a Cossack. A Dester, you can take the training robot and get beacons. But that's also training people. You want to get beacons. That's how you win domination and beacon rush. So things like this, doing these things, it's making you a better player, and it's giving you incentive to do it. Look at that, 30 gold, just participate in 1 battle. That's easy. Platinum tasks, a little bit here, a little bit there. And then the clan tasks. You have to clan up, really. Like, squad up with someone from the clan. But and one more thing, let me look at the actual weapons that you've chosen. See, I would take your pursuer. I would take either. Oh, there's a jumping spider on my wall. That's a big one too. Holy moly, that is a big jumping spider. Hey there, buddy. Okay, well you do you. So I would say either your bolt, pursuer, or your gepard. Pick one of these and swap it out with this cruel angler here, and level that up a little bit. Level 5, level 6. Use that as your beacon runner. Thunder and Pinatas, if you want to keep your Leo, definitely, until you can find better weapons, keep those, but I wouldn't keep leveling those up. You know, your Leo really needs better weapons. Not that there's anything wrong with that setup, but just where you're at, you know, you're level 29. This setup's not really going to be much of a threat to enemies. The pins. Now, the cryo is super close range. The pins are 500 range. You've got mixed range weapons. So, you've got coverage for various ranges, but you're not specialized for any one of those ranges. But that's okay, because your Griffin is a beacon runner, so it doesn't have to do that. But for example, you've got a super long range weapon for the Arbalest. The Punisher is mid range. The Rhyme is close range, and the Solid Gauss has 800 range. So two of these weapons are sniper types. One is a brawling type, and the other one is super close range. You have you're mixing roles with one robot. So this robot's truly not doing its best job at sniping, and it's not doing its best job at brawling either. So I would say, since you've got some close range options for your Rhyme, if you can find more Rhymes, then, you know, obviously you would put those on. Your Lancelot, kind of in the same category. Although this setup's not particularly bad, because this has such a long reload time. You would even consider this as just a melee bot, a close range fighting bot, and this is just for the extra punch. Nothing wrong with the Trebuchet. And closing things up, the Noricum. I really like the Noricum. It's such a cool weapon. It's really garbage. I mean, I used it for so long, and yeah, I knew I shouldn't. I used it longer than I should have, but it's really not going to be helping you much at this point. Solid Gauss, Prisma, those are super long range. Blight, that's pretty long range. Your Natasha's pretty good. That's not a bad setup. Even though you're mixing weapons, your weapon types are still pushed, like this is your sniper role, and the weapons reflect that. So that's good. And in terms of the pilots and stuff, you can't really determine what pilot you get unless you want to buy a pilot, and that's gonna set you back 2,500 gold, and I just wouldn't do that. I wouldn't spend that much for a pilot. So you would go here, silver crates. This is where you get your pilots. You get you a pilot that's good for a certain robot, stick them in there. And retraining your skills takes gold. That sucks, so it's kind of like a gamble for those. But I hope this has been helpful. If you have any additional questions, if there was something that I wasn't specific or clear on, if I didn't get into a certain part enough, if I left details out, you just let me know. Send me a message, and I'll update you on the info. And thanks for joining the clan, man. I love having you here. Take care.